What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz the Adult. All right, man, look. All right, man, look. Hey, real quick. When I get up every morning, I check my email, I look at the boxing news, and then I have to get my coffee. And this morning, I received a question about Tyson Fury versus KOVALEV. Should it have been stopped? And CANELO Alvarez versus KOVALEV. Why is that fight happening? First, let's recap the fight. Tyson Fury versus KOVALEV. Now, I think it was a fantastic fight. It was a lot of fun. And by definition, to me, it is the reason why boxing is such a beautiful sport. I think it's inspirational. I think it's motivational. Also, I've said it many times, it is the best metaphor for life. Now, you have fights where you know who's going to win, and they win. But then you have fights like this one where you know Tyson Fury is the overwhelming favorite, but then drama occurs. Kind of like what happened to Ali and Chuck Wepner. Ali, he had Chuck Wepner so beat that Chuck Wepner knew that he was beat before he got into the ring. His family, his friends, his people thought that he had a chance. And that fight did not go without drama because Chuck Wepner, he knocked down Muhammad Ali. And that's not the only time that has ever happened. You have Dick Eklund, I think his name, or Eklund, Dick Eklund. He knocked down Sugar Ray Leonard. Right? Was it really a knockdown? Was it a push? I don't know. But he taunted Sugar Ray Leonard and stepped over him after Sugar Ray Leonard was laying on the canvas. Drama. Both Sugar Ray Leonard and Muhammad Ali, they did beat the opposition. But that's what makes boxing so much fun. My coffee's done. Now, yeah, KOVALEV. Not the boxer Tyson Fury is. Tyson Fury outperformed him. But early in the fight, KOVALEV held Tyson Fury with his free hand. He punched him right on the eye bridge, right over the eye, cutting Tyson Fury pretty bad. Blood was everywhere. Now, should they have stopped the fight? Now, in hindsight, when looking at the results, you gotta say, no! Tyson Fury, he won the fight. If they would have stopped it, then Tyson Fury would have been robbed of what was a great victory by Tyson Fury. Now, did we have a crystal ball? No, but obviously it was the right decision. Now, at the time, why didn't Tony Weeks stop the fight? Coffee. Well, one, Tony Weeks, he doesn't have a weak stomach when it comes to blood. And I've seen him ref a very bloody fight in the Badu Jack fight. There, he wasn't squeamish at all. He reffed that and it went to the final bell. He didn't stop that fight. So I didn't think he was going to stop this one. On top of that, Tyson Fury was winning the fight. KOVALEV wasn't really doing anything that effective other than what he should have been doing. Since he can't match Tyson Fury skill-wise, then yeah, hold him, rub his eye with your forearm, thumb him in his eye, do all the dirty things to open up that cut because that cut was caused by a punch. And that could be a TKO if you open up the cut wide enough. KOVALEV just wasn't effective enough. Now, you have people asking, was Tyson Fury exposed that fight? Not hardly. Tyson Fury, he was cut. Tyson Fury, he was worried, and that has a psychological effect on any fighter when they see that much blood. So Tyson Fury didn't look like Tyson Fury. He looked like a worried Tyson Fury. But what you found out was that he had a warrior's heart, he had courage, and he's able to adapt enough to survive and still be dominant in a fight. KOVALEV, much respect to him, because he did hurt Tyson Fury in the 12th round. And I think KOVALEV took that round. But overall, should they have stopped the fight because of a cut? No. Now, I know a lot of you are going to comment below, if you haven't commented below already, saying, well, if it was Otto Wallin that was cut, they would have stopped the fight. The only reason why you're commenting that now is because you didn't have the patience to get to this part of the video. But I'm going to answer that. If Otto Wallin was the one that was cut against Tyson Fury, yeah, I think they would have stopped the fight. Why? Because if the performance was going the way it was going, then Tyson Fury dominating Otto Wallin on top of Otto having a cut brow, then they would have been less reluctant to stop the fight. But if Otto Wallin had the cut, but he was dominating Tyson Fury in a fashion that Tyson Fury was dominating Otto Wallin, then no, they wouldn't have stopped the fight. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that Tyson Fury wasn't just in the fight, he was winning. So hey, you're going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Why stop a fight anyway? It's to prevent severe damage to the fighter. In hindsight, after the results and after the fight is over, you look at Tyson Fury and you find out he didn't get severe damage on his eye. He didn't have severe damage of the brain. He was fine. And he was victorious. So, good refereeing by Tony Weeks. Amazing job by the cut man. And good call by the doctors. Tyson Fury victorious in a very outstanding, very fun, dramatic fight that we did not expect. Now let's talk about Canelo Alvarez versus Kovalev. Why is that fight happening? Is Canelo Alvarez cherry picking Kovalev? That sounds ridiculous. Kovalev being a light heavyweight champion, and he just beat Yard after being successful against Alvarez. So I don't see Kovalev as a cherry pick whatsoever. And Canelo Alvarez is going up 2 weight classes to fight him. Not close to a cherry pick. But why is that fight happening? And I'm going to tell you why I think the fight is happening. Now, DAZN gave Canelo Alvarez one of the biggest contracts in history, right? And he's going to have to work for that contract. What they are expecting are big fights. And I think it is up to Canelo Alvarez and Golden Boy to make sure those big fights happen. I don't think he can go throughout the rest of his contract like any other boxer. I think Canelo Alvarez, he has to have superstar, high-quality bouts. I'm talking about high quality as far as the perception of the public. I'm talking about those big mega fights, and he got to have those almost every fight. There was a fight that he had, and that was in Fielding. That wasn't a big mega fight, but it was his first fight with DAZN. So I think that made sense. Introducing everybody to Canelo Alvarez, making sure they give him an opponent where he looks sensational and he knocks him out. But from that point forward, everything got to be big and a mega fight because, hell, we paid you. So I think Canelo Alvarez isn't cherry picking. I think this is a good fight. I think it's a high risk fight. And I think the reason why he's taking this fight is because, hey, we paid you. DAZN, they want big fights. And that fight, that IBF mandatory against Derevchenko, that wasn't big enough. They didn't want to approve that. The only way they were going to approve that fight is if he were to fight Andre too and put those like back to back, or Triple G. He must have a belt. All these things to make each fight that Canelo Alvarez have as a mega fight. And that's why he's having a fight. It's not a cherry pick. It's because, ching ching, we paid you. Now I'm about to go for my morning run. ShowBizz the adult. I'm out. Huh. Hey, boy.